Hey, this is Gordon for Inspiration Test. In this video, we're gonna talk about what are the best modeling software out there in the market. And of course, we're gonna cover some of the most important aspects you need in order to choose one of these. Quick disclaimer here. We're not talking about what is the absolute best software here and whether my software is better than yours or something like that. I'm gonna present to you a list of the best softwares in the market, and you're gonna choose one of these based on your needs and what you're gonna do and how this software is gonna qualify you for a job or something like that. So I'm gonna give you I'm gonna provide you with a list of the cost, pricing model, and operation system, and some of the major pros of each software. So let's get started. Okay, first, these software are not organized in any chronological order, so number 1 could be number 3 and number 10 can be number 1. It doesn't matter how we're gonna arrange them. So since I am a user of 3ds Max, let's start with 3ds Max, and it costs around $1,505 a year, and the pricing model is a subscription, and the operation systems that it uses is only Windows. And this is one of the major disadvantages if you want to 3ds Max. You need to remember that it only operates on Windows. What is so great about 3ds Max? It is a high-end game production software. For example, it was used to create Assassin's Creed. And it has a robust modeling toolset, and it has a huge library of different modifiers, which is unique, and it has the best architectural visualization system, and of course it is easy to learn. Number 2, Maya. Maya also it has been developed by Autodesk, and it costs the same as 3ds Max, $1,505 a year, and the pricing model is subscription. Of course, you need to subscribe each year, and of course the operation system it works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And let's talk about what is so great about Maya. It has a new and strong modeling toolkit. So since 2014, Maya actually took a leap in its modeling abilities, and it's trying to enhance its great modeling system each year, and it has integrated a lot of modeling toolkit. It has great retopology tools, and retopology also is a strong point in Maya. And it has a fast workflow, and it has, of course, the ability to sculpt. All right, now number 3, Cinema 4D. It costs around $3,695, and the pricing model is licensed, which means when you buy the license for using Cinema 4D, you're not gonna pay again, and it operates in Windows and Mac. It doesn't work on Linux. So what's so great about Cinema 4D? It can do advanced modeling and conceptual product design, and it is easy for beginners. And there are some other things that I'm sure that it can do, but I think I didn't do enough research on Cinema 4D. All right, now Modo. It costs about $1,799. The pricing model is licensed, of course, which means that you're not going to pay again, and the operation system is Windows, Mac, and Linux. So the good things about the modeling process in Modo is it has a robust and flexible procedural modeling system. It has an integrated sculpting and retopology functionality, and it has the mesh fusion boolean tools. And by the way, the boolean tools are so great. They are so underestimated, but what you can do with these tools is just incredible. And when a software uses that, it's gonna be a great plus. For example, 3ds Max has great tools of using the boolean, which is extremely effective in a lot of cases. So next, there is the only free software we're going to include here. This software is Blender. So Blender is completely free. You don't have to pay a dime, and it works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. So the great things about modeling in Blender, which is a program that can be called a jack of all trades, because it has even an integrated game engine, for God's sake. So it is an impressive 3D modeling toolset. This is something we cannot deny. Even though it is free, it has sculpting capabilities. You can sculpt inside Blender, and it has an easy to understand modeling workflow. And it has, of course, it is great for assets creation. You can, if you are specialized in creating assets, Blender is gonna be great for that purpose. So now we're gonna talk about the second category, which is sculpting softwares. We can categorize this under modeling, of course. So there are two major softwares we're gonna talk about here, and these are the big players in the arena. Number one is Zbrush. Zbrush costs around $895 at the time of making this video. The pricing model, of course, is licensed, and the operating systems, it works under Windows and, of course, Mac. So let's talk quickly about the good and bad things about working in Zbrush. Sorry, we're gonna talk about only the good things. So it has a ton of mesh creation options available. Basically, you can create meshes just by clicking one or two buttons. You're gonna be able to create some meshes to start working on. It has a Z-sphere to build up character bodies, which is a great tool to start creating characters, animals, whatever. Just you don't have to import external meshes from another standard software. And it has a Dynamesh for cutting and resembling meshes. Dynamesh is a revolutionary tool inside Zbrush. It has no other no other alternative in any other software for sculpting. It's just amazing, and it has a huge number of custom brushes, and this is also a great plus if you want to work using Zbrush. So now let's talk about Mudbox, which is developed by Autocad, I believe. The cost is about $80, which is very cheap, and the price model is subscription. You only need to pay $80 a year. You need to pay only $80 a year, which is dirt cheap. Operating system, it works on Windows, Mac, and Linux, and I believe that Mudbox is actually dropping Autodesk is dropping the price so low because it wants to promote this software to be usable, and it wants it to challenge or even go ahead with head-to-head with Zbrush, which I doubt it will happen. But it is not that bad of a software, because it is probably the first competitor to Zbrush. So what's so great about Mudbox? It has the brush parameters are very focused on the thing you will often need. So this is a great point, of course, and it has it has the ability to use the vector displacement maps as stamps, and it has the amazing collection of VDM stamps. So these are some of the most obvious things that Mudbox excels in, and of course Zbrush is a strong competitor. It beats Mudbox at almost every point. So Zbrush has been on the market for a long period of time, and it's not easy to beat. So that's why Mudbox is probably the strongest competitor, but it is a little bit behind. It's difficult to compete with Zbrush, actually. So personally, if you want to be a sculptor, straight ahead, I will tell you to use Zbrush, because even though it's a little bit difficult, but it's worth it. So let's jump to some architecture. And when it comes to architecture in tools and software, 3D software, I'm just gonna give you the cost and the model subscription, the model of pricing, whether it be subscription or license. and the operating system. So the first one is Autocad. It costs, this software of course has been developed by Autodesk. It costs $1,575 a year, and the model is, of course, pricing model is subscription, and the operating systems that it works on is Windows and Mac. SketchUp costs around $695 at the time of making this video, and the pricing model is subscription. The operating systems that it works on are Windows and Mac. Finally, Revit costs $2,250 a year, which is expensive. This software was developed by Autodesk as well. The price model is subscription, and it works only on Windows. So I hope I made this video clear enough. I hope these informations were valuable, and I hope that you learned something. If you did, please like this video to help people reach this video and use it to make a better decision, because I spent quite a time researching this information and kind of verifying this information from the original sources and comparing the data I got when I start researching this online. And subscribe to our channel, of course, if you haven't yet, because we're going to release a lot of content like this. And I will see you in the next one.